The spirit woman. They say she wanders the forgotten path, a specter shrouded in tattered white. Her presence is felt long before she is seen, a chill in the air, a whisper in the wind. The forest itself seems to hold its breath as she passes, the trees bowing in silent reverence to her sorrowful journey. Her hair, long and black, obscures a face lost to time. It flows like a river of shadows, concealing the secrets of her past. Some say it moves with a life of its own, reaching out to those who dare to come too close, ensnaring them in a web of despair. Some whisper of a chilling beauty beneath, others speak of a skull's vacant stare. Her visage is a mystery, a puzzle that no one has ever solved. Those who have glimpsed her face are forever changed, haunted by the memory of what they saw, or what they think they saw. Her eyes, when visible, burn with a cold, ethereal fire, reflecting a lifetime of suffering and a thirst for revenge. They pierce the darkness, searching for something or someone to quench her unending sorrow. To look into her eyes is to see the abyss, to feel the weight of her eternal grief. Her touch, ice cold and draining, saps the warmth from the living. It is said that to feel her touch is to feel the very essence of death, a reminder of the fragility of life. Her fingers, like tendrils of frost, leave a mark that never fades, a scar on the soul. Those who see her, those who feel her ghostly presence, know true fear. It is a fear that goes beyond the physical, a terror that grips the heart and mind. They speak of a darkness that seeps into their very being, a cold that no fire can chase away. They know they have stumbled upon something ancient, something evil, something that walks between worlds, forever tethered to the site of its demise. The forest is her domain, a place where the veil between the living and the dead is thin. Here she reigns supreme, a queen of shadows, a specter in the night. The spirit woman possesses powers beyond our understanding. She whispers to the wind, her voice a mournful wail that chills the soul. She can appear and disappear at will, her form flickering like a candle flame in the breeze. Her touch is her most terrifying weapon. It brings not pain, but an unbearable cold that seeps into the bones. Victims feel their life force draining, their energy siphoned away by the vengeful spirit. They say she feeds on fear, on despair, and those who encounter her often find themselves lost to madness, forever haunted by her touch. They say the spirit woman was once a young woman, beautiful and full of life. Her laughter echoed through the trees, and her smile could light up the darkest corners of the forest. She was a beacon of joy and hope, loved by all who knew her. She lived in a small village nestled in the valley, her heart promised to a young man she loved with all her being. Their love was the talk of the village, a perfect match that seemed destined to last forever. They would often be seen walking hand in hand, dreaming of a future filled with happiness and prosperity. But love, as it often does, bred jealousy and betrayal. Whispers of envy began to circulate, and the once harmonious village became a place of hidden resentments. The young man, once so devoted, began to change. His eyes wandered, and his heart grew cold. The young man, tempted by greed, conspired with a rival suitor. They plotted in the shadows, their hearts blackened by their own desires. They saw the young woman not as a person but as a prize to be won, a means to an end. They lured her to the forgotten path, a place of shadows and whispers, where they stole her innocence, her future, and finally, her life. The path was known for its eerie silence, a place where the light barely penetrated the thick canopy of trees. It was here that they committed their heinous act, leaving her to the mercy of the forest. Left for dead, her heart filled with betrayal and rage, her spirit found no peace, bound to the earth by the injustice of her fate. Her soul became one with the forest, a restless spirit seeking vengeance. The villagers say that on quiet nights you can still hear her cries, a haunting reminder of the betrayal that took place on the forgotten path. The forgotten path, once a shortcut between villages, became her domain. The path, consumed by brambles and shrouded in an unnatural mist, became a place of dread. The villagers, whispering tales of the murdered girl, avoided the path, their fear feeding the spirit woman's rage. Years turned to decades, and the spirit woman grew in power, her fury fueled by the memory of her betrayal. She became a vengeful spirit, preying on those foolish enough to enter her domain, seeking retribution for a crime committed lifetimes ago. Section 5. Whispers in the Wind. Some claim to hear her cries on the wind, a mournful keening that sends shivers down the spine. Others say they've seen her reflection in the murky water of the creek that runs alongside the path, a fleeting glimpse of a ghostly face staring back at them with an accusatory glare. But the most terrifying sign of her presence is the sudden drop in temperature. The air grows heavy, thick with the stench of decay and the promise of something evil lurking nearby. It is a cold that seeps into your bones, a harbinger of her wrath. Deep within the woods, shrouded by the mists that cling to the path, lies a dilapidated cottage. Once a place of warmth and love, it is now a shell, a testament to the tragedy that unfolded there. The windows are boarded shut, but locals claim to see a faint light flickering within, as if from a dying fire. They say the spirit woman retreats to the cottage, seeking solace in the remnants of her former life. But the cottage is no sanctuary. It is a prison, a constant reminder of the love she lost and the vengeance she craves. Many have dared to enter the woods, seeking to unravel the mystery of the spirit woman, or worse, to taunt her. They are drawn by morbid curiosity, by a desire to prove the legends false. But the path is treacherous, and the spirit woman is patient. She toys with her victims, whispering their names, luring them deeper into the woods. She shows them fleeting glimpses of her form, just enough to instill terror, to break their resolve. And then, when they are at their most vulnerable, lost and alone, she strikes. Those who survive encounters with the spirit woman are forever changed. They carry the trauma in their eyes, the fear etched into their faces. They speak of the unbearable cold, the feeling of their life being drained away. They are haunted by nightmares, by visions of the spirit woman's vengeful face. They become prisoners of their own minds, forever trapped in the memory of their encounter with the vengeful spirit of the forgotten path. The story of the spirit woman is a cautionary tale, a reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the shadows. It is said that she was once a woman of great beauty and kindness, living in a small village on the edge of the forest. Her life was filled with love and joy, but fate had other plans. One fateful night her beloved was taken from her, lost to the depths of the forest, never to return. Consumed by grief and despair, she wandered into the woods, searching for him, calling his name into the void. It is a tale whispered by the fire, a way to ward off the chill of the night, and the creeping fear that something might be watching from the darkness. Around the campfire, elders recount how the spirit woman's sorrow turned to rage as she realized she had been betrayed. Her beloved had not been taken by the forest but by another's hand, a rival who coveted her love. Her heart, once pure, became twisted with vengeance. The forest, sensing her pain, embraced her, transforming her into a wraith of the night, forever bound to the shadows. But the legend endures not just as a scary story, but as a warning. It serves as a reminder of the consequences of unchecked emotions and the darkness that can consume a soul. The spirit woman's tale is a testament to the power of love turned to hate, and the destructive force of betrayal. Her presence in the forest is a constant reminder to those who dare to enter, that some paths are best left untrodden. It reminds us that love can be twisted into hate, that the purest of emotions can become the most dangerous when tainted by betrayal. The spirit woman's story is a stark reminder that the human heart is fragile, and when broken, it can unleash a darkness that knows no bounds. That betrayal can have lasting consequences, echoing through time and space, affecting not just the individuals involved, but the very fabric of the world around them. The forest, once a place of beauty and tranquility, became a realm of shadows and fear, forever changed by the spirit woman's sorrow and rage, and that some wounds, even in death, never truly heal. The spirit woman's restless spirit roams the forest, a constant reminder of the pain and suffering that can result from love and betrayal. Her presence is felt in the rustling of the leaves, the whisper of the wind, and the eerie silence that falls over the forest at night. The spirit woman walks the forgotten path, a testament to the enduring power of grief, anger, and the insatiable thirst for revenge. Her story is a chilling reminder that some spirits are never at rest, and that the past can haunt the present in ways we can scarcely imagine. So, When you find yourself near the edge of the forest, remember her tale, and tread carefully, for the spirit woman may be watching, waiting, and forever wandering the shadows.